But yeah, then you get the little kids get bored with him when they realize he's not going to be handing out shit for free, and then they go into the song about the Chandrian.
Yeah, that was huge. The fact that that's coming from kids tells you how and big this is in their world. I always pictured when I read it. Geez, how am I drawing a blank? The plague song that every kid has sang. Rings around the rosy, pocket full of posts. Yeah. I kind of pictured that. That once I got older and realized what that song is, I'm like, wait, how old? That's the oldest song. I would assume that's one of the oldest songs that still exist in our world, that still exists in our culture.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so it's about carrying flowers so you don't have to smell the dead.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's about the plague, right? So and so to me, that's what I thought of with this. So and what's so great about this is it's a song with instruction, right? And it's telling people, and I think we got a taste of that in the first chapter. If I remember right, there's a song about the Chandrian.
What are the three? The first one is
it's an instruction. Sorry, yeah, it's an instruction about the Chandrian, yeah.
Yeah, so like it starts off when the hearth fire turns to blue, what to do, run outside, run and hide. What's interesting about it is, obviously it's the second chapter, it's little kids singing a little, like a nursery rhyme type of song, but it's 100% accurate. When the hearth fire turns to blue, what to do, run outside, run and hide. Yeah, if you see blue fire, you should run and hide, because the Chandrian are fucked up dudes and they will murder you. Then when his eyes are black as crow, where to go, near and far, here they are. Eyes are black as crow, that's Cinder.
Mm-hmm.
Cinder's got the goat eyes, no iris. It's accurate. See a man without a face, move like ghosts from place to place. What's their plan? Chandrian. That's Haliax. And again, we don't know their plan. Like, this nursery rhyme is dead on.
Well, what's so interesting about the what's their plan is, that's what Kvothe spends these 2 books trying to find out.
No, we're getting introduced to the Chandrian. Obviously, we got him a little bit in the first chapter with the shit about Taborlin the Great versus the Chandrian, but we're getting a nursery rhyme where we're getting the blue flames, we're getting Haliax, we're getting Cinder, we're getting what's their plan. That's the theme of the book. Cinder, Haliax, what's their plan? Those are 3 of the biggest fucking questions in the book. And we're getting that right away.
This chapter, now that you guys say it, this chapter is huge for just like random, like whole plot lines of the book.
Yeah,
little tidbits, but whole plot lines.
Just that little children's line, that children's limerick, that's central to the entire story. The only other aspect I had out of it was when Chronicler wakes up and Kvothe's like, hey, can you help me bury these things? He's like, I already got the wood or whatever. I already got the rowan wood. And Chronicler is like, Chronicler gave a laugh that sounded slightly hysterical, just like the children's song. Let me tell you what to do. Dig a pit 10 by 2. Ash and elm and rowan too. Yes, indeed, the bone old man said dryly. You'd be surprised at the sort of things hidden away in children's songs. And then Chronicler passes out. But you really get a sense of how much shit is hidden into children's songs as you go along. But just like what we talked about earlier with the kids singing their little nursery rhyme about the Chandrian, dead on. This one, dead on. We'll get into some stuff here and in a couple episodes that is like nursery rhyme type stuff that's got a lot of meat to it. A lot of these nursery rhymes got a lot of meat to it.
Well, can you just give us the overview? You got the Chandrian. You got how to bury demons. What else do we have to look forward to?
Well, I was going to mention when I talked about just the previous chapter, I was saying, the Chandrian gives instruction. That song gives instruction and tells a story that has legitimacy. But we don't actually know that in the first read through until this line with, how to bury, with the Rowan too and all that stuff, that lends reason to think there is legitimacy to the children's song we just heard, because this one has truth and application,
Yeah, for sure.
But so I was kind of jumping ahead with well, I mean, if you're looking over the overarching, then we know the story or the children's song about the Chandrian is 100% accurate. But I was just kind of putting myself in the shoes of a first reader.
Yeah, I mean, there's a ton of stuff we come across that seem like little throwaway poetry lines that we'll be able to dig into deeply. That's one thing you discover when you go back and reread, and you kind of you try to piece things together. You realize, like, he does not have a lot of throwaway sentences. He does not have a lot of empty talk. Like, everything seems to be important. There's very little that is not important, that doesn't have something to do with something we're trying to figure out. It's brilliant.